Hello world, here we remain. One item, a single voucher, but it's the second tier upgraded form remaining to complete the entire collection. I'm going to look through the decks again. Plasma deck, no. After defeating a boss blind, gain a double tag, maybe. And we save the double tags for when we find voucher tags. Maybe. Start with those two vouchers already out of the way. Meaning they won't show up. Their upgraded form could. But if we discover and buy their upgraded form, that makes illusion more likely to appear, or magic trick if we haven't found that yet. There's one more voucher we would already have rather than discovering. Same. The other option is super cheese. Jump immediately to the shop with the yellow deck. If it contains magic trick, buy it and continue. If not, reroll. I think I will try with Anaglyph. And we'll still look for a good start because re-rolling at the beginning is very easy. Holographic is a pretty good start. I don't know what to take. I'm not erratic anymore, so this is a perfectly stock 52 card deck. So let's just take some face cards and molt them. And then take whatever the Emperor gives us. Stone and diamonds. Really? $10, $20, $30, $40. Everything's roughly equivalently difficult to draw. It's got molt, so we'll go for the hearts. And miss. Hearts. Holographic is good, but $1. So if I don't buy this, it could show up again. That would be really bad. $0. We got a slight bias towards diamonds and away from hearts, spades. Stone, eh? I think I could build a strategy around that. that strategy is I believe will be high card and as much stone as I can play. And I'll risk having that voucher never show up again being a decent strategy. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's in my hand, so I'll play it. Low cards stone means high cards can still score. Holding base cards is good. Magic trick! Okay. Now we just need vouchers to show up, and if we get a voucher tag and we have a bunch of doubles, that could be good. Okay, I'm almost out of money. So can't afford too much. I think no, we don't. We don't skip until we get the voucher tag. Don't know what this is going to score. 15, 26, 76 by 12 is not quite 1,000. Yeah. It's not going to score very well at all, but might be some money. Money is good right now. Quite 1,000 again. And money. Yeah, okay. I want a lot of steel face cards and high cards with, well, take some money. Thank you very much. Steel face cards and stone cards. Tends to turn into faces. Steel red seal 7. I think I have to take. Oh, blue. No. Yes, blue seal is. Yeah. Oh, we get 2. Steel blue seal is really good. No skipping. I should use my discards and get faces and stones in. Yeah, like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think I can afford. There's no stones. 15. 25 by 3, 4.5, 14.5. 800 on average. I think I have to play the 3 of a kind. Which was only 1,000. Now that will be 15 plus 10 plus 100 from the stone times 2 times 1.5 times 1.5 plus 10, 1,800. That'll finish us off, and I will get a planet for high card to make better friends in the future. We got that 7 super early. All spades are debuffed, huh? 1,200 for a high card with a stone in it. 18. $200 for this. So full house, given that we don't have the for the blue seal showing, nor any stone. That was not quite enough. Plus 9 plus 50 times 3 times 1.5 times 1.5 plus 10. 1,400. So finish us off. So let's dig for that blue seal. Maybe. And plus 11 plus 150 times 3 times double 1.5 plus 10 is 1,400. 2,700 is enough. So we discard you, looking for faces and blue seals. Oh, the blue seal is debuffed. It's another double tag from a boss and blank voucher, which I will take for now. I want, what is it, Pluto? And I didn't get it. So we'll level up a pair. So they're both in similar range. Try to modify the deck. Getting rid of things that aren't faces. Nope, stealing a face is good. It's best. Free stuff. None of those are vouchers. I believe I'm holding on this well with basically no jokers. That was 1700, so will this be. But then I'll probably need to get maybe the king. Will do. Yep, if we can continue turning our deck into purely enhanced face cards, we'll do well. ×2 for a pair. We might need to go that direction. Choose one. I think we're going for pairs now. Because ×2. Still looking for voucher tags. And what? What's the train of thought? I was hoping to get lucky. I did not. Yep, all faces in stone. That's the strategy. I say that's worth $5, given where we are. Pair, gold. Well, I'm tending to hold face cards anyways, although jacks are getting played a bunch because I've got more of them. So I should prefer to gold kings and queens. And like molt jacks. Okay, take it over. Okay. Okay, we'll play them slowly, and they'll all at least be gold. Really, all we're waiting for is a good voucher granting tag to show up, which we will double a whole bunch of times. Hopefully that gets us the illusion voucher. If I don't play this pair of jacks, what am I going to do? 75 chips times 5 times 1.5 times 1.5 plus 10 times 2. It's not quite going to finish us off. So we'll throw all you in with it. any pair, even without stone, is going to finish us off very well. Yeah, so it would have been nice to hold blue seal. Now I'll take, yep. Oh! Some money. I wasn't expecting that to finish, but of course, we were close. That's not the voucher I want, but I'll buy it so it doesn't show up again. I think with some economy, I will buy all the deck manipulation I can. I think I'll take off the wild so another suit debuffing boss won't hit that. Death. Let's make another steel queen. Those are not voucher tags. Let's see, gold is going to overwrite malt, isn't it? Yeah, sadly. So I shouldn't be putting malt on any more faces unless I plan on getting rid of Midas Mask. Only need a couple hundred points. So we'll take all the economy we can get. Should have played faces to turn them gold, shouldn't I? Would have been even more economy. Money to zero? No. Single random suit? I don't care. Rare Joker. If it was legendary, maybe. I think all faces is basically my strategy now, so we will push towards that. The deck is 4, 5, 7, 16 out of 63. If I could get more copies of that blue seal, I would totally take it. But that's not the easiest thing. Oh, I like certificate. I'm gonna say more than Midas Mask. Destroy jokers? No. Purple seal when discarding. Sure. Pairs what? Mercury? And we don't have it. 2 pair? I'm not gonna make 2 pairs. Whatever. The banana. Face down draws is bad. I'm gonna be discarding face down stuff, so I'll save that to make a tarot, along with a bunch of other things. Because all I know is that you're not faces. Could be stone, which would be a shame. Really? You could be faces, but I don't know. $85 plus 8 chips times 7 times 1.5 plus 10 times 2. 3,800 is not. Oh, plus 50 chips from the stone. 5,800. Just barely not enough. Which means I play up that pair of queens afterwards and it'll definitely be enough. Unless, still definitely not enough. It's definitely a pair. Will definitely earn me 500 points. It's 3 of a kind, so maybe not. Yeah, okay. It's 3 of a kind's not upgraded as much as pair. But it worked out. Faces? Sure. Still no voucher tags. Already an 96. Which means I'm going to get a lot of vouchers if and when one does show up. I don't really care about suit, but whatever. $6,000, that's rough. Might be in big trouble. Well, I don't have Midas anymore. I guess I play you. Nope. First I play you with the steel in effect. Now I play you with money and blue seal. That'll be 3,000. Yeah, yeah. +1 mult isn't much, but it'll get us there. Nope, nope, not skipping unless it's a voucher tag. Ace, 8, 6 call form pairs. Oh. Uh-oh. Is that enough? 100 plus 22 times 8 times 1.5 is 10 times 2. No. I add 4 more molten. Playing the jack. 6,300. No. Uh-oh. 3 of a kind is worse. 2 pairs a lot worse. Full house is worse. I'm dead. That's a shame. Oh well, that's... Ten extra hitchhiker chips, which is still not enough. Well. Oh! Did the extra hitchhiker upgrade get us just barely through? Wow. Destroy jokers for enhanced number cards? No. Extra chips. I think we've got enough stone. We gotta turn the numbers into faces. So I'll take some bonus chips. March on. -1 hand size. Ick. I'm setting myself up for a lot of trouble. That was good. Ah, aces and a stone. That'll be good. The economy is buffing the bull as we go through. King, king, queen, queen, 6, 6. I'll just take a tarot. Don't want that. Chips. Let's do 5,500, which will do it. Oh, and I didn't take the times 2 into account. Yeah, we're very good. That's not what I wanted. I'll get it out of the way. Planet vouchers can no longer spawn. Those are not voucher tags, so we'll keep going. Oh, the red seal re-triggers the hiker also. Oh, I didn't think we were done already, but we are. Foil smeared, but I'm not going for flushes, so don't care. Pair up to level 11, that's good. King, king, queen, queen, jack, 7. Money. Don't want to destroy anything I'm holding right now, really. Almost there. 5-3 can definitely both go comfortably. Big blind done. Although it was not easy. Money to zero. $20. Be happy to lose most of those. You're going to destroy most of these. I'm going to lose a face or two. That'll stink. But I'll lose more numbered cards, probably. Don't destroy the faces! I think that worked out pretty well overall. I lost like 3 numbers and 1 face. Puts me 17 out of 67 faces. I don't know how many stones, because you only do that in the hover view that you're not showing me now. Curious. Can destroy 2 of these, huh? I've got all my 9s, and they're all base except one that I want to discard and not play. So a 9 could go. The 8 I want to play. 10 I want to strengthen to a jack. 7, 4. 7s are up, but 1's a steal. I definitely don't want to play. I'll go 9, 7, and Emperor. I'll choose 2. Ugh. I don't care about suits. Guess we spin the wheel. Nope. You're too low, but if I get desperate somehow. Yeah. We're also a good insurance policy. If I only one hand type, I can do that. I can make pairs. No. Let's find a malt jack or a steel queen to make. $16,000 by 4 is not enough. I need to do better than that on average. Well, there's a 4 blue seal that I want to hold. There's a steel queen. Make. Play kings with a stone. After upgrading. Pair. Get a couple steals in. Do better than 16, right? 32. Yeah, it is better. If I draw any king, queen, jack, which is 11 cards out of 44, I'm good. But if I discard only 2, I'm not going to find it. If I discard the king and the queen and the 2 and the stone, 4 discards, looking for 5. That's not good enough either. I think we go for dumb luck. Ah, we hit some dumb luck. Ace I should not hold. Now if I'm only drawing 3 cards out of 42, I'm not very likely to find one of those queens. So let's hope this is enough. Last time a pair was 32, so I think it should be. Or I suppose we can make a pair that scores not quite as well. Okay, we made it to 88. And please have a voucher tag, or just give me illusion right now. That's not illusion. This is happening on occasion, and I just got a slot. Voucher tags! Voucher tags. Okay, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vouchers of 15-ish that I could pull. So maybe a 50-50 shot of getting what I want. Come on, game. Give me it. Okay, I'll keep a pair of 8s and a pair of 2s and get 2 tarot cards. Don't want that. I'll take some money for the bull. More money. Only holding 2 queens, huh? Neither of which are steel. I don't really need money, so I should probably play those. Okay, shop. Give me illusion. Give me illusion. Oh, there it went. There it is. Not discovered. Extreme couponer. Completionist. All right. And now I got a whole bunch of other interesting things to look at. Telescope, seed money. I can't avoid taking seed money. Grabber's pretty good, especially with reserved parking still up there. I'll take a glow up. Paintbrush. Oh no, paintbrush is the one that works with reserved parking. Grabber is just and telescope. Whew, well, we just debuffed the bull quite a lot. Very large blind. Oh, I probably can't do that. Flip and shuffle joker cards while Not a terribly big deal. Part of me wants the tarot, the other part wants the points. We finally found the voucher, and using this deck was definitely the right way to do it. I didn't look at what was scored when last time. Yeah, the plus went before the times, so we're good. I kind of do want money now. We've got 3 plays left, so let's do this. Although, I mean, we're done. Either way. We win! On top of getting the voucher. Collection. 100%. This is not a very good build, so it won't last very long, so what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing now. That was my primary goal. I had some achievements in my list, which discover every voucher, discover 100% of your collection. Those are both done. So I suppose we're going for gold stake. What else is there to do? Well, I suppose what there is to do is to realize that we're almost exactly 1 hour into the stream. So I'm going to stretch my legs a little bit as I decide, and I'll see you all in just a minute. Okay. I believe I have, with one deck, unlocked the ability to attempt Gold Stake. Actually, why don't we check live? Achievements listed on Steam. High Stakes, which is the Gold Stake difficulty. Completionist Plus, which is win with every deck on Gold Stake. And Plus Plus, earn a gold sticker on every Joker. Those are the only achievements I don't have. I think I'll go for High Stakes. The other two, maybe. Not for certain, but maybe. I forget what all the stakes are. Small blind, no money. Score scales, eternal and perishable and rental jokers, and down a discard. Okay. I think we're gonna do the re-rolls coming to get good tags to start with, because this is not going to be easy. And deck is plus discard, which cancels out the, what was it, blue stake? Minus discard. I really want a holographic voucher, Joker guaranteed. That means I will certainly make it through Ante 1 and 2 and have probably time to find things that we'll take free and uncommon. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not the best, but it's pretty good, so we'll go for it, given that it's in the hand. Ugh, not a single heart, huh? I think that wouldn't be 300 either, so we're gonna need another hand no matter what. And what's it gonna be? Diamonds? Only 5 to draw. 2 pairs, probably not 100 points, is it? What would that be? 30 by 2? No. I guess there's only 5 out of 26 to draw, which is roughly 1 out of 5, but if we discard, we might get it, and if we play whatever other trash we have, then we're even more likely to get it. We got it the first try. Okay, so what is our uncommon Joker? What other free stuff are we gonna get? I think we always get a Joker, a buffoon pack in the first shot. Rental. I think I want to cycle that through for $3 and same. So please have something good. Rental, no. Perishable. Well, you're worthless by yourself and you're perishable. Purple seal, huh? I guess that's what we're doing. I'm in big trouble. I think this is not gonna work. Pair of 7s isn't much to build on. Oh, 4 spades. Okay. But, no, we're already dead. Because we're gonna struggle to average 300 points a hand with flushes, and then we need to do it 3 times. There's no way we had to discard twice, and we still don't have our first flush. And we still don't, so re-roll. Nope. For the money, maybe. Uncommon, $5, no. $25 polychrome. I will risk that. It's a good polychrome, and if the $25 buys us something else. Really strong flush right on first draw. Close to a diamond flush. 10, 20, 30. It's not enough, is it? Do better? Yes. Much. Rocket this early is good. It doesn't necessarily get us much. Let's see what's in here. The Eternal Drunkard, Perishable Riffraff. Well, I wouldn't want to keep a Riffraff more than a few rounds anyways. So we'll see what we get as we go in. And maybe the wheel will be kind to us on one of those commons. Foil, negative. Misprint, popcorn. Close on a flush here. To pair. It's not very much. Misprint gotta go before the polychrome. And so does popcorn. Oh, with misprint, popcorn, polychrome, almost anything will do. So it's almost like we should cycle through looking for the... Oh, that was a previous run. There's nothing to cycle for. 9933. Spades. Don't want to spin this wheel now because popcorn and riffraff, perishable. We will take money gladly. Do we go for flushes? Let's see what's in here. Hierophant, Judgment. I don't know which thing is to target because I don't know what the deck is doing yet. So let's see if you tell me what we do. Odds. Don't love that. Ooh, trading card. And fortune teller are both good. We'll keep our eyes open for something to replace popcorn. And let's go spades, and we'll destroy things that aren't spades. First, low things. First hand face down. Oh, let's see. Spades is at the far left, so you're going to be a low thing that's not a spade. And gone forever. And you are definitely very low. Oh. Well, whatever. You are probably a diamond. Got 3 spades for sure. Points, huh? Yeah. And the rocket is rising. Negative rental.
Nitrous oxide is no laughing matter. Oh wait, yes
it is. Thank you for the dad joke. The link. Welcome. Hope you're having a good afternoon. As I mentioned yesterday, it did indeed snow, and it is also warming up just enough that a lot of it is melting, and there is still rain on the forecast. So even more of it is likely to melt. I don't think I can take a rental, even though it is negative. Also because the scholar is not very good. Even negative, it does not carry its own weight. Yes, just a few minutes ago, actually. I finally thought about what I was doing, and I mostly lucked out. I used the anaglyph deck, which gives you double tags, and I was just waiting for a voucher tag to show up, and it was in Ante 8 that it finally showed up. And so I got 6 or 7 vouchers, and one of them was the one I was looking for, which equally luckily, the first half of the pair had already shown up quite early in that run. So, yes, collection complete. All discovered. Now I am trying Gold Stake for the very first time, which is not that much of a deal besides rental gets added, I guess. There's so many other things that are happening. We'll probably be okay. 8 malt for a pair, huh? Popcorn isn't going to last all that long, but I don't think we're going for pairs, probably. We have not upgraded anything yet. Fairly decent, yeah. Not too long ago, but not terribly recently, I started scumming by doing rerolls at the start. In Ante 1, I'll just restart until I get good tags. And so a Polychrome Joker and I'm pretty sure $25 for beating the boss came from that. And yep, that was a pretty good start. I really don't like Misprint because it's so unreliable. And this was from a Judgment. So they're probably both going to go. And Popcorn is definitely going to go on its own if I don't replace it first. Let's upgrade a planet. Really? Straight flushes and 4 of a kinds are not likely to happen yet. We're still pretty much at a stock deck, so 2 pair is the least bad choice. The thing is, you can't count on it. I've had it do, believe it or not, 0 mult twice in a row when I really needed just a couple. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes it's +0, sometimes it's +23. I really don't like unpredictable things. There's a few, but Misprint is the most obvious one. I don't want pure luck to be the reason that I succeed or fail. Either way. Don't really want standard stuff. I guess we're rerolling. Don't really want stones right now. Oh, holographic good, rental bad. Fine, moving on. No money. I could probably get a better 2 of 4. Even 1 out of 4. That's probably the best thing for me to do. Yeah, there you go. I think if you read it really carefully, I think it kind of does. Because it'll say +21, +22, it'll say +1. It +0. It basically tells you the range that it could be if you read it really carefully. And that's, besides literally writing out some random value from 0 to 23 inclusive. That basically also does it. Lucky cards I'm comfortable with because, well, mostly because I'm comfortable getting the money every once in a while. But I never count on the plus 20 mult to get me there. And that's enough that, like, usually 0, every once in a while 20. It's just like a nice bonus. If it was on an early hand, it'll make things easier. And yeah, the things like Wheel of Fortune that I'm holding there, I swear it's not 25% of the time. There's no way it goes off 25% of the time. I really like the castle, but not if you're going to take $3 every round. Maybe $3 a round isn't that bad. Maybe I should be considering that better. I've had the Green Joker do well, but not really well unless I know I can get by without discards. And I'm going to do I'm going to discard all 4 of these. The 2 rentals are not good enough to be worth $3 a round. The other 2 don't mesh with what I'm doing yet, so oh well. What do I want to disappear forever? Basically, low cards that are not spades, because spades is the direction that I'm loosely heading. And 9 is the lowest card, not a spade, that I pulled. Fine. It depends. It's definitely one that depends. If you have a deck that doesn't require you to discard a lot, which kind of turns it into a win more situation, which is not the best thing, but if it works with your deck, it works well. Because as a general rule, scaling jokers are my favorite. Ones that just keep getting better. Green Joker, Fortune Teller, Vampire, there's quite a few others. The ones that keep getting stronger as the antes keep getting higher. There's also a variety of things that it synergizes with, like obviously the banner that gives you chips or discards. But there's a few other things like delayed gratification that if you don't discard is good. Hey, Green Heroes, thank you very much. So I just turned it down. I don't take it every time. But if there's any chance I feel that I can get by without doing many discards, then it will help me continue doing that, basically. It's definitely not the best, but I think that was a common. It's a kind of thing that it can be pretty good to pull if you think you can. Okay, so we're going to destroy a non-spade and then dig for spades. Just going to make it hard to get that many points, except I think Popcorn and Misprint might get us there. And Popcorn is mostly eaten after this. Oh no, I pressed discard when I wanted to hit play. Now I'm in a pickle. How did I go from selecting this card all the way over there when I wanted to play? I guess I might find clubs. Here goes nothing. Nothing. I didn't even have. Oh. Now what? I can't discard by accident anymore because I use them all up. I pulled a club, of course, not a spade. Give me a spade, please. Finally. Recovery indeed. Oh, I expected it would work out. I was just annoyed that I made the mistake. There's a lot of situations in which I like strength, but I think I'm going for spade flushes. I think with how much money I've got for $3, I'll take it. And I'll hope to like 9-10 into 10 jack or something, or 9s into 10s. Maybe some royal flushes will happen. Malt, money, clubs. I got some spades I can malt, and that's probably the core strategy. Rental holographic. I would have taken you if you weren't a rental, but just for the holographic. You're almost eaten. I need to replace you. Okay, low things that aren't spades. I've got fewer hearts, so let's do that. 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. Oh, I've got odd Todd. Should have thought about that. I just strengthed 2 odd cards into even. Oh, what? I thought. Oh no. I'm holding a flush, but it's all debuffed. So what's that going to be? 35 by 4, 12, 18. Nowhere close to 1500. Misprint could make it a lot more, but who knows what it'll do. Oh, I think I can't keep the hearts. Oh. Phew. I haven't been pulling any Eternals, just rentals and perishables. Oh, except Madness itself is Eternal. Empress would not be bad. Especially up there. I gotta sell the popcorn. Hopefully find something to replace it with. Foil riff raff, no. Ugh. No. Low thing that's not spades. Have a trading card. Oh boy. There's not much, but something. I'm gonna be forced to throw away hands for discards at some point, so. Deep into NT4, and I still haven't managed to upgrade flush even once. That was only 8,000 points, huh? Do I have enough spades to go for another flush? It's my most likely thing to draw. Only one discard left. Do I play the 2-pair? Yes. I'm gonna have worse than that if this doesn't. Yep. Give me all the spades. 7 out of 21. spades to draw. I need one. Statistically, it's likely. Oh. We are right on the edge of surviving here. My jokers are not very good. Oh, well, I figured that was certainly good enough. Oh, well. Take two. I didn't even do the math because I thought I was fine. Well, I wasn't super fond of how that run was going anyways, so let's hope this one goes better once we finally actually start it. I got really excited about the voucher tag for a second, but no, I finished that. Don't need vouchers anymore the way I did before, and you give me another one now that I'm not looking for them. Holographic by itself is worth taking. Of course. This is a bad decision. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Trying to pull a full house was ill-advised. I guess... Let's keep going. Of course we didn't get it. Rare Joker? I'll give it a shot. Clubs. Not a single club. Clubs. Not a single club. Third time's the charm. Clubs. Finally. That's one of the worst flushes I could have. I used all my discards to get it. Okay, what's our rare joke? Hit the road, huh? Well, that can make a run. Gotta go for jacks every chance I get now. The problem is it's not gonna help short term, because I just can't count on drawing jacks. So I'm gonna risk you. Oh, you are both crap. There you go, there's another thing. That's not random, but that's pretty useless. Every 6 hand played, that basically means you can't count on it every round. So you have to take half the rounds without it ever activating. I keep thinking about this and not doing it. I might go rank all the jokers in my personal estimation. I'm pretty confident loyalty card would be in the bottom 3, if not the bottom. And I mean, I've got the pack open. I guess I'll take Splash, but I'm not expecting that to be useful in the short term. I guess I would make some pairs or something here and there. 10, 9, 9. Spades, please. Not a 1. Spades, please. Oh, we discarded a jack. And we got one spade. We'll discard another jack. Get the other spade. So this is going to be times 2. 10, 20, 30, 9. I need one more point. Oh. So it literally doesn't matter what I do now. I'll make a pair, sure. I'll throw in a bunch of other splashy cards. Oh. Okay. That's nice, but I can't take it right now. Going for a high card would meld well with splash, but I don't think I can afford to do that now. Bloodstone. Currently even on suits. Do I go for jacks and hearts? Because that's a pretty good joker. If you can play enough hearts. I'm going to risk it. Especially with splash. Every heart I play, regardless of what the hand is. Yeah, okay. Worth the risk. Whoa, I'm also out of money. I don't think I've ever actually played Oops All Sixes. That's another one that would be pretty low on my estimation. I forget which card it is that I was figuring out the other day. It basically takes 3 joker slots to give you ×2 mult. And there's just so many better ways to get times mult. So I definitely do not lose the hearts. Keep the pairs and the hearts. Maybe play. Pairs and hearts. So that'll be not very many points, honestly. But I can't discard only 2 cards. 3, 3, 3. 8, 8. Whoop. I haven't discarded a jack yet, sadly. Yeah, there's situations in which it could work out, but I think there's 3 general tiers of jokers. There's ones that are just good, regardless of anything else. It's probably a good idea to take them. I personally would put Vampire in that category. It's a scaling times mult joker. Early on, I really didn't like it, and after I used it a few times, I decided it's actually quite good in almost any deck. It means you don't get your luckies and your mults activated, but after you've fed the Vampire a few times, it's that much value on every hand you play, regardless of whether it was one of your enhanced cards or not. So I like that, period. Oops All Sixes then goes in the middle category of it could be good, but only situationally. Like, you have to build around it to make it useful. I think Hit the Road is probably one of those. Like, on its own, it's not useful. There's a whole lot of decks in which you don't have jacks or don't want to play jacks or something, and you can't make use of Hit the Road. But if you can make use of it, it's really powerful. So it balances the highs and the lows. And then there's ones that are just trash, like, I'm going to say Ceremonial Dagger. There's no situation in which Ceremonial Dagger is a good idea, in my estimation. On its own, assume you already have 4 good jokers. Taking Ceremonial Dagger is a guaranteed bad call. If you don't already have 4 jokers, then you have to keep spending a lot of money, or otherwise have some weird ability to make jokers. And then basically once a round, you get +2 mult And that's spending 2 Joker slots to do so. Like, that's a really small benefit for a really huge cost. So I still think quite a bit about making that tier list. I personally would call that even worse. Spending 1 of your, let's say 5 Joker slots on the dagger. Spending a second Joker slot on Riffraff, which does nothing besides letting you spend a 3rd slot just to have a Joker that the dagger can eat at the beginning of the round, and then it becomes useless otherwise. And all you get is +2 each round? I mean, that's probably a situation I would rather have Misprint, which will average 10 mult. Spending those 3 Joker slots to get 10 mult, only gradually over the course of 5 rounds. I can't imagine a situation where I would choose voluntarily to do that. Anyways, let's actually play. Let's discard things that aren't hearts and aren't paired with hearts. Didn't I already go spades, or was that the previous run? Yeah, this one's even. Okay. Was there a joker? A jack in that? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Things that aren't hearts. Things that aren't paired with hearts. Again. Again, I guess. Yeah, hopefully we can modify the deck to the point that you don't have to dig so hard to get that flush. $1. And a shop entry. But I don't have any money to spend, so whatever. Uncommon Joker. Zero discards. 2,000 points. I don't think I'm going to manage that. It's a heart and it's a jack. What do I do? I discard other things first. Uh-oh. We didn't hit it. Can at least make a pair. And only a single bloodstone activation, so we're up a creek. Oh, there's a chance. But I'm moving too slowly. I need to modify my deck for more jacks and more hearts and less of everything else. And I need to score better. And I've got no money to do it with. Well, if I hit the flush, upgrading Jupiter would be a lot better. If I don't, having some backup plan would be better. But I'm not going to with no discards. So I can't activate Hit the Road. $2,000. This is never going to happen. Got no plus mult. So even with a bunch of times, it's times a really small number. It's not going to work out. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Not quite. Yeah, we're toast. way too little, way too late. Yeah, that boss does not pair with Hit the Road very well. Take 3. Not counting all the rerolls. I'll try rare again. I'm not fond of these situations. It feels like every time I decide, I got 3 of this and 3 of that, which one do I keep? I draw the other one. Like, I'm going to get no clubs and I'm going to get a bunch of spades right now. See? That wasn't a bunch, but still. I got no clubs and I did get spades, so I should have kept the spades. And I still didn't get a single club and there's a whole bunch of spades. That always happens. This run is cursed. Take 3.1. I mean, I even said it ahead of time and it still happened. It's supposed to have the commentator's curse. I wasn't looking for a straight. See, in ante 1, here's the thing. 35 plus 40 times 4 is 300 points. So a flush with the high enough cards will do the small blind in 1 and the boss in 2 hands. And you gain just a few dollars extra there. And it can be sometimes like the difference between having $10 for a voucher or not, something like that. So I have a strong bias for finding flushes in ante 1. Double polychrome, sure. I probably should be more flexible. But I do want... See, that's too low. Even if I was to get the clubs, it wouldn't be enough to do it in 2. Yes, it matters a lot less for the big blind because you're going to require 2 hands unless you get crazy lucky. But it is the mode that I operate in when I'm playing ante 1 usually. Hearts, please. Got 1. And they're about the same as spades that are equally likely to be drawn. So let's stick with the hearts, please. We got 1 more. And it's low. At 71, not 75. But we do have clubs right there now. And it's high. It's a straight flush. So what are our double polychromes going to be? It's going to be a tarot and a planet is what it's going to be. Oh, well, a tarot and a sly joker, fine. It's not much, but I'll take some money. Get some plus malt to go with that polychrome, please. Nope. I'm not going to make straights, so we'll try the to-do list. You want a pair. You want a pair. Sure, let's take a 3rd polychrome. Okay. Contains a pair. Is a pair. If I go... $60 by 3. It's just, well, okay, it's not 60 plus something by 3. So this is actually 90 by 3. I can't do just pairs, despite wanting to for the money. So I think I'm going to try to draw spades along the way. Or diamonds? No, spades. One, two, three, 4 spades and a pair over here. So we need one more spade, please. Got it. But we're on our last hand. Is that going to be 900 points? No. Not even close. I was much too aggressive. I wasn't keeping track. Sugar. Even with polychrome. Doesn't contain a pair, so we don't get that. It's going to be, what? A 500-ish max, which is just not enough. I should have done the math before, not after, as to how many pairs I could actually afford to make. Oh, that was holographic, wasn't it? Oh well, I would have taken that if I wasn't still distracted by screwing up that run. $25 can get you a lot. And I would have been able to buy whatever voucher showed up. Foil and holographic. Okay. The foil is going to show up first, and the holographic is really what I want. Clubs. Ooh. 10, 20, 30, 40. See, that's what we want. Just need to do that one more time, and we still got the discards to do it. Hearts are low. Clubs are already used up. Spades. Unless I pull all hearts. Nope. 10, 20, 35 won't do. If I pull a 7 or higher, of which there are half the spades are. Not a 1. So there goes a hand. It doesn't matter now. I got a few extra points from playing that high card. I might make flushes, and I don't mind the hiker, but it's rental. It's not eternal, so I can sell it again. I think I need the holographic to survive, so I'm going to take it. And I'll be biased towards skipping, so we don't have to pay for it. Can I do 2,000 points now? A flush that adds 130 chips and 10 molds. Guaranteed to be at minimum 35 plus 130, 165 times 14. It's guaranteed to be 2,000 if I hit a flush that's fully debuffed. So I think I'm going to take the tarots. Wild Emperor. tilted towards any suit yet, so what do I make wild? An ace. Looks like diamonds. And we hit it right off the bat. So we'll make you lucky. Why not? Maybe we get some money. And I don't need that yet. Let's hold that until I feel pressure. Oh, 20 molten, not $20. Oh, did you come in before interest as well? Money? $1. Net. Clearance sale I love. And with 2,000 easily for a hand, I can survive. Ooh, holographic and negative. I'm going to need to make 3 flushes to survive this. Maybe just 2. Oh, basement is halved. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Diamond, please. Yes. And I'll make you steel. Ooh, we got lucky. In 1. Nice. Now we get holographic 1 and a negative 1. And there's only 1 base, so... Well, you're free. So we'll take you, but you're also perishable. 3 of a kind. I'm probably going to make flushes and not 3 of a kinds. $18,000 is a lot more. Spades, please. I said spades. Please. I said spades. Please. Oh, come on. How do you discard 12 cards and not pull a single spade? Finally. Now it's a royal flush. Now we get a negative joker, and it's going to be like a perishable rental or something. It is perishable, but it's DNA. It's free. Ouija? Enhanced faces. We have a mild diamond bias now. I don't know if I can make 18,000, but I want the spectrals, so let's find out. Ouija! Ouija! One of my favorite spectrals. Oh, that's a lot of 10s. So we just switched our strategy. I don't think I'm making flushes anymore. I want to copy 10s. I can get 5 more as long as I draw them. It looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4 in clubs, 3 in hearts, 3 in spades, and only 2 in diamonds. So I want more in clubs if I can get it, and I can't. So spades or hearts. Hearts are a little more common overall. First hand. Only one hand type. Oh. Well, I guess I'm not going to use DNA, am I? It's a good thing you mentioned that. I was about to kill myself. I've done that quite a few times. I get excited about the deck's strategy, and I forget about the boss, and I do something stupid. Let's see, 8 more out of 44 to draw. Must be 1 out of 6-ish. So hypothetically, if I discard 3 or 2 a couple times, I might find the 5th 10. If I don't, 100 by 7, 100 by 27. Even if misprint goes off at max, that's only 5,000 points. But on the other hand, I can't make any better hands than that. Besides a straight flush. Flush would be a few more chips. But Oh, plus 50%. So 7,500. This is probably a bad idea. Ah, there's a 10. 170 by 12 plus 10 plus 10 times 1.5. That's 8,000 plus whatever misprint does, which could be 0, probably be 10,000, could be 14,000. 11, it was average. And I keep forgetting that Hitchhiker, I think, upgrades before the cards are scored. So it actually factors in. Oh, I got 3 8s, and we could pull another 10, maybe. How am I going to get 7,000 more points? If I was to do a full house, 8s over 10s, 80 by 4, 24, will only be 2,000, plus 50%, like 3,000, but I need 7. Right, I only have 6 out of 35 10s to draw. I can't really get more 10s. I might be able to get one more 10 to make the full house. But otherwise, I don't expect I could do very much. Oh, the boss. I did it to myself again. Whoops. Oh, I should have done 4 of a kind or something. There's no way we draw 3 more 10s. Whoops. No, it had to be 5 of a kind. There's literally 10s was... Oh, I have jacks. I was even less likely to draw 5 jacks. Yeah, bosses do that to me. I see what they're going... Oh, $50. Sure, let's try it. Yeah. Paying attention helps. But those boss effects, they get me now and again. Well, definitely not the hearts. And I guess not the spades. Oh, wow. 10, 20, more than 40. Just barely. And 10, 20, 37. There we go. 20.
What should you wear on your legs at a baseball game? Kneecaps.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for the dad joke. No, I still don't quite get it. Is it just literal? Is there a second meaning that I'm not thinking of? Yeah, baseball players will wear pads on their knees to make sliding safer, and there must be some subculture that calls them kneecaps or something. Yeah, Red Sox would be better. You'd have to spell it SOCKS and expect people to figure out the pun. Okay. 9, 20, 38. It's 1 point too few. Please give me a club. Oh, look at that. That'll be enough points. With $2 extra income on top of the 50 that my tax gave me. And I forgot about the credit card. That is pretty definitely the crappiest possible Joker. That's even worse than loyalty card. There's no situation in which that's useful. Interest income is just too valuable to ever mean the credit card is a good idea. Is it though? I've played successfully with Vagabond and I just don't have much money. Going negative is not that valuable. Usually with Vagabond the issue is that I have to calculate carefully to get myself down under $4. And that would make it a little easier, but not enough to justify taking up a whole Joker slot, not by a long shot. Oh, I like Square Joker, but it's not enough to take as the only thing at the beginning. But Greedy Joker is far too unreliable in a completely stocked deck. I can't build around diamonds any faster than I can build around 4-card hands. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it has no value. I'm saying it's super bottom tier. Like, you never take it because there's definitely something better you could do with that Joker slot. Like, I can't imagine a Joker that would be worse than credit card. And maybe I'm just forgetting something, but basically every other possible Joker I would rather have than credit card. Yeah, I can see Zlink. I can see it being useful very temporarily, but I have a very, very strong desire for the interest income, to the point that I would rather play a little risky and fail and restart a run early that didn't make it to that point than take the credit card and be even further in the hole and make it even harder to get to that point. Okay, it's really hard to use both of these because you're really inconsistent and you scale, which is great, but slowly at the beginning. but I'm going to risk you having long-term value. Since you're eternal, let's see if we can make you fancy. Nope. Not going to do 4 of a kinds. Not for a rental. Everything's a rental. I've had shortcut be useful. And does that synergize with the square joker? I forget how shortcut works. Do I still need 5 cards to make a straight? Yeah, you need 4 fingers. For 4 cards to make a straight. And the shortcut only affects which cards of those 5 could be a straight. So that's not great. That's not going to give me any more points. Yeah. I was thinking out loud and we got there. I did. It was a rental and it's got to be a really, really powerful card for me to be willing to spend $3 on it every round. Well, I guess I'll see what Arcana gives me and risk going forward like this. More money at $2. No. What am I going to be making? Pairs, I guess? 2 pairs? 3 of a kinds that I'll never pull? To make 4 card hands. Given that I don't have anything upgraded and I don't have any deck modifications, and I'm not going to make 1,500 points. That was foolish. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. Ooh, that's decent. That's only 400 points still. Supernova with... How does the amount of money I have in Supernova matter? Supernova is number of times you've played this hand. I've definitely had Supernova work well also. That's a scaling card. It gets better the longer you play. I can make another 3 of a kind, but 400 times 4 will only barely get me there. And that was with Mult that I'm not going to have, so I'm up a creek. If I do this, it's 50 by... Wait! Oh, I threw away the discards. Oh, I ruined the square joker play, and I wouldn't say really well. It's only +1 per hand, but over the course of a game, it can add up. It can be a really powerful base, plus to be multiplied by your times mult. And it's also the kind of thing that it can be just enough early on, and it can keep going and get you through. It can scale fast enough, I guess, is how I see it, is what I'm trying to say. But you almost need to play a less powerful hand so that you can play it more times so that it can scale a bit more. I think my favorite early pulls would be a Supernova. Well, favorite is too strong. I would really like, I'm happy when I pull early a green joker and a Supernova, and I have a hand that's easy to play, like pair targeted, and I just keep playing it. Yep, ride the bus. Green joker, Supernova are all pretty equivalent in that if you can get them to proc enough, they can scale pretty good. $18. 48 by 3 is only 150 points. I can't possibly play a 150 point hand. And if I don't have any bonus from jokers, I basically can't get 1,500 points. That means roughly 400 points a hand. I can't do that. So I'm already dead. I just... Oh, if I keep making full houses, there's the tiniest chance, maybe. But I won't pull a third one in a row. And it's not enough points even so. Oh, and look how close I came to pulling another one. All right, Supernova is slightly worse. If you have to play a weird hand, like a false discard or something, it doesn't work. Well, 2 pair is not going to be 400 points. Anyways. Holographic, yes. And 2 of something else. Holographic will help me survive. Watch it be a rental or something. Yeah, we gotta make the decision. You getting clubs or hearts? Hearts is higher, so that's what I go for. Watch clubs appear. Yep. 2 clubs, 0 hearts. It's almost like I should go for the crappier one because it's always what's going to show up. 2 more clubs, only 1 heart. 2 more clubs, no more hearts. We pulled 5 clubs in the time that we pulled 1 heart. It's beyond being funny. And now we're getting all the hearts because that's all that's left. We've discarded everything else. $250 points. And all I've got is a pair. Well, that's not 100. Two holographic jokers. Better shuffle, please. Go for clubs this time and I'm gonna get hearts. Yep, we got the hearts. 0 clubs. With you guys watching, it seems harder for some reason. I usually don't have trouble beating the boss. All you gotta do is play 2 decent flushes. That's not a decent flush. It's usually a lot easier than this. But my shuffles are being wonky. Yeah, there. There you go. That's all you need. And a large part of why I go for it is if I grab some great tags and I die to the boss, whatever, we retry. But once I succeed, well, look at this. Now I've got 2 holographic jokers. I'm definitely succeeding for a while. I can build something. Oh, I like Fortune Teller, but it's perishable. And I hate Runner, but it's free and it's holographic, so... whatever. I basically never make a deck that's going for straights. The only exception is... what's the deck with no face cards? That one gets a lot easier to make straights. But besides that, Runner is pretty bottom tier as well. It does scale, which is nice, but playing straights is so hard. Yeah. Okay, so I've got plus 20 molt. I'm going to save my interest income because I can do this. $15 is probably a lot better than what I'll get here. I'll only get like $3 or $4 and not really be able to afford anything. This will get me to optimum interest income right now. Something got auto-modded. You a joker? Yeah, it's taking that as an insult. I mean, maybe, but the chances that you draw a good scaling joker and can afford it in your first shop, I don't know. Yeah, so optimal interest income, spectral pack that could make the run, at least give the run direction, and 2,000 points. If I've got 20 molt, that means I only need to score 100 chips. Yeah, that's doable. Now we just need to pull a throwback that I'm skipping so much. Grim, meh. Talisman, also meh. I guess we'll go for aces. First hand face down, eh? I definitely got a flush. Which was not quite enough. But we got plenty of hands and discards to go. That's an interesting perspective. I didn't understand the obelisk until I did the challenge that forces you to use it. And now I really like the obelisk. And that's basically the same thing. On the other hand, I don't like Banner very much, so being better than Banner is a pretty low bar. Banner, I find, is useful early, maybe mid-game, when you have synergies with not discarding, like Green Joker or Delayed Gratification, something like that. See, I need 300 points. A pair of twos will be 14 by 20. Half of that. Huh. I only started playing this game in, I think, December. And so I didn't see a lot of the changes that happened early on. But I did read online that Vampire was nerfed twice, which amazes me because I still like it quite a lot. I can hardly imagine what it was like before that. So I guess I'll discard a bunch of stuff in the middle. Holding hearts and aces in that pair. Let's see what that does. Not a lot. One more heart, one more ace. There we go. You're temporary. Ugh. So I need to improve for too long. And the next ante is going to contain harder bosses. Oh, superposition is another bottom tier one. We just talked about how hard it is to make straights, but to have them specifically contain an ace and a single tarot card, that's not much value. Scary Face can be decent, but I'm not built for that right now. Oh boy. I just did 2,000 and I need to do another 50%. It's not going to be reliable. Or another 150%. Or another 200%. I need a good joker, right? Not going to find it. 3 of a kind, huh? That's not very likely. And what do you give? Malt? Yeah, getting one more malt is not a 50% bump. You're eternal, so I'd have to build around 3 of a kind if I take you. I'm not at all confident. What should I do? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, twice as much malt. Oh, it didn't matter if... I've seen a bunch of descriptions. This is a thing that really irks me in board games. And this is half board game, honestly. There's a lot of rules that are written far too ambiguously. And I really don't think it's that difficult to write rules that are more clear and easier to read. And it's so common that it's not done. And there's quite a few jokers in this game that are pretty ambiguous with the way they word things. Oh, okay, this one says per scoring enhanced card play. But there's other ones where it has to score and it doesn't say that. What am I thinking of? Well, there's a very ambiguous one. If played hand has exactly 4 cards, are you talking about the set of cards that I play, or the scoring level, which is the way that you use the word hand everywhere? What else? Yeah, here's the most common wording. Played cards give something when scored. That's completely unambiguous. But then played hand contains a flush. If you play a 4 of a kind and another card and they're all the same suit, this card will not trigger. And that's because played hand is ambiguous. It's hard to know what that really means. There's quite a few places where it gets really difficult to know what's actually going to happen. And even after I've had quite a bit of experience, it's still hard to keep track of all the different exceptions to what seems obvious. Yeah, Zalink. I think that requires context or familiarity with card games more in general. And you can sort of logic it from the fact that 4 of a kind, there's a hand called 4 of a kind, and there's a hand called 2 pair, and they are different things. Now, you can similarly argue that, 4 aces contains a pair of aces, and it also contains a distinct pair of aces. But that's just not the way the words get used. at the number of times poker hand has been played. Or does it have to specifically be poker hand to be the thing that gets scored? And just hand is something else. But no, because played hand also means poker hand. There's a chance that buffing Mad Joker that way would just make it too powerful. Played hand. Played hand. Where was the one that said poker hand? There. Poker hand. Why do you say poker hand sometimes and played hand other times? Is it secretly meaningful in a way that I don't understand? Yeah, Zlink, very, very much so. I am not strictly opposed to that, but I do find it irksome when it could have been better, and all it would be required is slightly better wording here and there. Played poker hand. Poker hand. Played hand. Like, you shouldn't have all three of those variants of the almost identical phrase unless A, they mean different things, and B, somehow you make it obvious that what those different things are. The pants is another card that I don't understand very well. Where is that? +2 mult is not very much. I mean, I was talking about those 3 cards that give +1 mult per hand before as liking them, but I think they must be commons. This card almost never comes up. I guess I should revise my position because it's definitely twice as good as getting 1 mult per hand, and I like Supernova, and I like Ride the Bus. Yeah, it contains 2 pair. Contains 2 different pairs. Maybe that's the way to make it make sense. For a hand to be 2 pair, it has to have 2 different pairs. I think I saw this very, very early in my play, and it didn't seem useful back when I didn't understand a lot of the mechanics very well. And just now that I'm reading it out again, I'm realizing, yeah, maybe that's good. I think I just don't really go for 2 pair much. It's not a very powerful hand. I'm usually either going for like a really powerful, really well-scoring hand, like a 4 of a kind, or I'm going for a really small hand where I don't have to play very many cards, so I can leave a lot of things in my hand, whether it's steals or kings or queens for Baron or Shoot the Moon or whatever the case may be. I don't really want to play 2 pair much. Now, that is different. You can only play so many hands. If you've got good economy, you can re-roll the shop a lot. I like the flash card because there's a lot of situations in which I do a lot of re-rolls and can get more value out of re-rolling the shop. But being uncommon, it almost never comes up. I counted the other day because I was looking so hard for one of my last remaining jokers, and it wasn't uncommon. I think 60 out of the 150, so very roughly half of the cards are uncommon. And the common cards come up a lot. So the relatively few times that the uncommons appear There's so many of them to choose that any given uncommon you don't see very often. Yeah, 2-pair is a relatively safe, consistent hand to play, but it doesn't scale very quickly, and this doesn't add very much scaling. And it's a big hand in that you have to play 4 cards. And so it just doesn't mesh very well with my 2 most common large strategies. Oh, Campfire is another bottom tier card. I don't know if that's gone through rounds of revamps and nerfs and whatever, but there's basically no situation in which I want Campfire. I can hardly imagine what it would be. I could faintly see that Vagabond has a decent synergy. But then you have to decide whether you want to use or sell each tarot, which is... ugh. Yeah, as a link, those 3 jokers feel like they would go together very well. I have had Square Joker work really well in at least one run. I have definitely learned how to use a lot of jokers that I thought were no good when I first saw them and had them turn out well. And Obelisk is one of them. I think we discussed that on your channel maybe once. I didn't understand Obelisk for a long time, but then I did the challenge that forced you to use it. It turns out actually it's crazy powerful if you can use it correctly. I've had it regularly get to 8 or 9 times mult by the end of a run. So basically all you have to do, it's a little challenging, you have to be able to survive by making one particular hand almost exclusively for a while. And once you get it up to like 10, 12-ish times you've played it, now you just make other hands, any other hand, for the rest of the game. And because there's so many other hands, you can do that pretty reliably. And the challenge is then surviving through that setup phase, and then surviving through the weak phase where it hasn't scaled yet, and you're playing hands that you probably haven't leveled up yet. But as long as you can set something up where you can get past that pair of humps, it's so powerful. Now see, there's another... Oh, when scored. Yes, when scored. As long as it says when scored, it's clear. But it should just say... the word played shouldn't be in that sentence. All face cards become gold cards when scored. Has exactly the same meaning. But if you're skimming and you just read the phrase, all played face cards become gold cards, it's easy to misunderstand what that card does. If the word played was not in that sentence, it would be much harder to misunderstand. If you read all face cards become gold cards, believing that taking this joker instantly transforms all of the face cards, that would be a big leap. I have had, I think, one run with Midas and Vampire. That's an interesting theory, Green Heroes. Compare Odd Todd and Even Steven, 30 chips to 4 mult. I definitely had an error in my thinking early on that chips always seemed to be worthless, but that's wrong. I think we can probably all agree times 2 mult is a very, very powerful effect. Well, however many chips you're scoring on average, add that many chips and it's times 2 mult. So something like a... my examples are failing me. well, sure, an odd top, let's say, even. If that gives you an extra 100 chips, and your base you were scoring is 100 chips times a bunch, well then that's basically times 2. That's powerful. I thought chips were always worthless, but the plasma deck probably is what taught me to rethink that. It made me look at all the chip scoring jokers again and think about them again. And it actually turns out there's times that it can be real valuable. Interesting. I mean, that gives the supposition that Odd Todd and Even Steven are perfectly balanced. And I mean, obviously they've tried to design it that way, but it's not necessarily the case that they actually hit the mark. Anyways, let's actually play the game. Discussion is fun, but let's play. Oh yeah, this situation. I'm not confident that I can do the next ante with just these 2 holographic jokers and one of them disappearing soon. You're welcome to hold that opinion, but you would need to say a lot more to convince me that it's fact. I think there's far too many situations and combinations in this game to be confident that it's strictly equivalent. I think the best refutation, at least that I can come up with so far, it all depends on what you have already. If you already have, what is it, the Showman that gives you 250 chips, adding 30 is very low utility. But adding Molt is much, much higher utility. Whereas exactly the opposite. If you already have 100 Molt, adding 4 more does very little. Stuntman, there you go, yeah. Showman is the duplicates one. If you already have 100 Molt, then adding a few chips is really valuable, whereas adding a few Molt is not. So I don't think you can just strictly say this many chips equals this much Molt. It's all very situational. Those 2 are both really awesome cards. But as a rental, I don't think I could survive. And I don't have many kings or queens. I think I'm going to risk it. Let's see what happens. And of course I'm holding a queen, not a king. And I've sort of got 2 of every suit, 3 of every suit, however you want to count it.
What did the Parisian man say when he tripped? Oh no, I fell.
I fell. Thank you for the dad joke, Link. TTS didn't do that one justice, but I like that one when pronounced well. Oh, but did I play and not discard? I've got chips. Whatever. I got distracted. 4 more aces. I could probably pull 1. 2 queens. 1 7 left. Oh, come on. That's not what I want. That's closer to what I want, but no kings. I gotta play something now. There's the king. But all I've got is a pair. Well, 20, 30 times 30 is enough. Did that go off or not? The king didn't activate. The baron didn't activate. It was 10 by 2 base, 30 chips after adding the 10s. Oh, it went off first, of course. That's how the baron works. Okay. Taking the baron was a bad idea. That's how that card works, and I'm not set up for it to go well. I hope this becomes useful. It's not right now, but whatever. Oh, well, that's good. If only I had some base malt to factor up well. This is foolish. Of course we didn't get a 9 or a 7. I read a really good post online about how that all works, but it's nearly impossible to recall off the top of your head. And I know that that's the way it works, but there's just so many things to track. It's easy to get distracted in this game. Whoa! 4 of a kind. Almost enough to do the whole round itself. Okay, so enhanced cards work well with Indian Chad. Will you give me some enhanced cards? Yes. Yes. Ouija. I basically always take Ouija, especially when it's early in the game. If you give me kings, that would be phenomenal. And if you give me almost anything, I could start making 4 of a kinds regularly. Interesting, Green Heroes. I feel like Stuntman is probably pretty balanced. 250 chips is a lot, but -3, -2 hand size is also a lot. Yeah, Ouija, come on, give me kings. Queens is close. I can get some strengths, hopefully. I can definitely get 12 of 53. It's almost a quarter of the deck is queens now. Because you didn't take one of them away and you added 8 more. Okay, we've got a chance. Oh no. But the Spectral and the boss both did minus hand size. I'm gonna take the bonus 3 times and play this as a false discard. And then I'm gonna play a 4 of a kind and also toss out 2. That's a good question. I know I have experienced that number of hands cannot go below 1, even if the combined set of effects would cause it to. But I see no reason for... Oh, no, wait. Yes, hand size can go below 5. I've done it. In the challenge that reduces your hand size based on how much money you have. I accidentally, because having money is a thing that I normally want, I accidentally got like a really good plus money effect. What was it exactly? Did I just get lucky cards to proc or something? It was in the middle of a round. I gained a whole bunch of money, and then I was supposed to draw cards, but I didn't. Because my hand size was down to 2 or 3, and I couldn't make anything. It might have only been down to 4, but I couldn't make the flush that I needed to make, or whatever 5-hand card hand it was. Given enough time is a big exception, Green Heroes. I have had very good luck with Ouija. I like it. And that is my personal opinion. I think part of it is that you need a direction to go in when building your deck. And Ouija always gives it to me. Sigil, I think, is same suit, and I am almost as comfortable taking that. Ouija, I would definitely say, is better because you can still make 3 of a kinds or full houses or 5 of a kinds, whereas with suits, you can only make flushes. Flush 5, flush house, but whatever. I forget what ectoplasm does. Is that the plus Joker minus hand size? I like that as well. But you don't choose what you get. That's kind of the point of this game. You have to see what you get and take something that will work. Negative, yeah, basically plus Joker. Okay, I'm not planning on making flushes. I'm not planning on... I don't know what. I really want strengths to hit jacks and queens, and I only have 1 queen and no jacks in hand. Yazlink, I realized a while ago that there's actually a lot of paths to victory in this game. And that's what makes it fun. It's still just enough work to find one of those paths, but there's so many to find that you can do it. It's the right balance of difficulty and it's possible enough, but it's hard enough that it's fun. You know what I mean, because you already said it. Agreed, Green Heroes. The first time I managed to make 100 million hand, it was with the Baron. And I had a lot of kings in my hand. And so the Baron and Ouija don't mix very well. But that's very much the take what you get scenario. I like Ouija enough that I took it despite the hand size penalty. Oof. Eight out of 33 is basically a quarter, so I might get a queen and I might not. Got it. And it wasn't enough. So we'll have to do the full house. Thank goodness we have that fallback. And that we drew 3 queens. Oh, that's a problem. Well, 4 is better than nothing. Let's see what's in here. Maybe I should have gone for the jumbo one. Oh no! It's a rental. I think I have to take it. Seance. I do not like Seance. It is so hard to make straight flushes. And spectrals are so situationally useful. Yep. It's going to make or break the run. really need to find some Mars. Because I keep making... Oh boy. 4 of a kinds. Or 5. We can do 5 as well. I also really need to enhance these queens so that the hanging Chad does something. Or maybe pull photograph, smiley face, something. That was not quite enough. Now, 2 kings is good, but what am I going to scale? 5 out of 24. I'd be really lucky to draw 2 queens. And I got 0. So either I play high card or I play the kings. The kings would be 60 by 70, 80 by 17, 34. $2,700 would do it. Yeah, I probably just have to put Seance in the don't understand category, personally. Maybe there's a way to use it, and I just don't know how, but it seems too hard to trigger. Yeah, high card even with... Yeah, I'm pretty confident that'll do it, so let's go. Yeah, okay. $3. I need an economy joker and something. Well, if I pulled a king, I would have stealed it, but I didn't, so let's see what these are. Death is good. My priestess is okay. Well, I guess we're making another queen. Please give me a Mars. 4, 6, 7, ace. Only got 5 4s, so we'll lose the 6, 7. Make the queens and kings easier to draw. Yeah, I know it's possible. It just feels too difficult. And it could easily... Oh, gosh. It could easily be that my feeling is off. Who knows? Queens, come on. 3 debuffed queens, huh? Yuck, 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 yuck. Whoa. Do I lose the 4s? 8 queens out of 28. That's almost a third. Which means I would only expect to draw 1 queen. This is the end of the run. Unless we get super lucky. We did not. Oh. Is that going to be 14,000 points? Well, let's let the game figure it out for us. Oh, I should have been skipping. It was not 14,000 points. Well, few good tries. I have the minor failing of being a bit aggressive sometimes. I like to see a run really succeed. It's not as enjoyable to play it safe for me. Either way, we're at an even hour mark, and I've been sitting here for some good amount of time, and you guys have had me talking so much that I'm ready to put a pin in it. I'm looking around because I normally don't have several people to raid away with, but nobody I follow is online. So I will just say to you all, thank you very much for hanging out. I have had a good time, and I hope you have as well. I hope I get to see you again next time. But until then, bye-bye.